denizens of the interwebs. Grim Fury here, and I don't know if you've noticed, but I had an intro. Yes, those of you that were not here last week when I did my unboxing, I've got new editing software. Well, I've got editing software. Hadn't had it before, really. So, from now on, these videos are going to have intros, outros, maybe some little special effects or sounds or whatever to make these videos a little bit more entertaining. And just a side note, any knocking and pounding that you may happen to hear is not what I'm putting in there. It's my neighbor above me hammering on something. So, you know, that's not something I'm adding just for laughs. So, before we get started on this rant, I wanted to bring out an old friend who just wanted to say hi. If you don't remember, he was in one of my first videos, Rory the Lion. Say hi to everyone out there, Rory. Are you having a good time? You ready to make another video? Are you ready to make another video? Good. You ready to go ahead and do your job? All right. Make sure and tell everyone bye. Blow kisses. All right. Get back there behind the camera and do your job. I told him that he could run the camera and help edit, but we won't tell him that the camera's on a tripod and he really doesn't have to do anything. You know, he's just been lying around the whole time. Lion. Anyways, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and fire up this first rant video, since I get to beautify these videos of mine for you. So, here we go with things that customers do that drive cashiers crazy. Number 9. These are the customers. Oh, they just irk me. You're busy. I mean, this happens to me a lot. Sometimes I could be the only cashier. Sometimes we may have another one. We get a rush for whatever reason. You know, it's just before midnight or just after midnight when we swap our tills, or it's right after we shut the self-service, registers down, whatever. But we get a long line, and you've always had that one customer, possibly even more, that says, "Hey, can you get some more cashiers up here?" What am I supposed to do? I am on a register. I am checking people out to the best of my ability. Yes, I have a long line, and they're hollering, wanting me to get more cashiers. Well, gee, let me see here. Maybe I can just go ahead and bend over and reach down and reach back, and maybe I can pull a cashier or two out of my... It doesn't work that way, people. 90% of the time, maybe even higher than that, the people you see up there running registers is all there's going to be for whatever reason. Either there's no one else that knows how to check, or guess what? Maybe this is all the cashiers there are, and management, is busy doing something else, and they can't come up for whatever reason. So you're just going to have to either one, be patient, or two, get out, leave, set your buggy aside and just go away. Yelling at us is not going to help your situation one bit. As a matter of fact, when the time comes and I start checking you out, I may go a whole lot slower, just to make your life more miserable because you decided to somehow blame me or blame the other cashiers for it being, so sparse when it comes to enough registers to make you happy. And lots of times it's not even a big line. I've seen it before where someone complained where they had one customer in front of them and they were just in a hurry. They didn't want to wait, so they wanted to have someone right there to just miraculously appear and check them out. I don't know what kind of fantasy world you live in, but this is reality, people. That's not how it works. And more times than not, we may have all the other registers have the money already pulled out of there. So we couldn't put somebody on there if we had someone to put on there. So you're just going to have to, I don't know, maybe be a little bit patient. And you're just going to have to get over it, especially if you're one of those people that always complain. This happens to me every time I'm here at this time. There's never enough cashiers. There's always a long line. Every time you're here at this time, this happens. Hey, rewind that in your head, play it back, and listen to it. Play it slowly so you can catch every word. Every time you're here at this time. That's called a pattern. If every time you show up at a specific time and it's always something that bothers you, there's long lines, there's no cashiers, the lights are too bright, whatever it is that's got your little panties in a twist, if it all happens at the same time, the same place, change it up some maybe. Show up an hour earlier. Show up an hour later. But don't expect there to be change if it's exactly the same situation every time you're there, the same time, the same day, the same place, same back time, same back channel, whatever. Those are the people that I want to do this. That is exactly what I want to do, and I'm sure there are a lot of other cashiers that want to do that as well. So learn some patience. Have some respect for your cashiers. Just remember that without us cashiers, you would have nothing to eat, drink, wear, or wipe your butts with. So we are providing a service. We're not going to show up at your jobs and try to make your lives miserable. So you don't need to be doing it to us. Have patience. There are lots of times only a certain number of cashiers at a certain time. For whatever reason. There's lots of, reasons why. There could be several people have called in. There could be, the excuse a lot of companies use labor, so they don't have as many people scheduled because they're trying to save money. There's not that many hours given out, or there's, if it's a small place, there's just not that many employees. Don't use the excuse, so they've got 157 and a half registers and only 2 cashiers. I just don't understand it. Think about it. How often do you see every single cash register in use? Maybe what? Half a dozen days out of the year? When would that be? Probably, the week before Christmas? More than likely. Because usually the other days of the year, it's, there's not going to be that many. Especially on, overnights. as you all know that I work, during the day or in the evenings, there's going to be more cashiers. Overnights, no. I would say probably, not counting our management team, we probably have 6 or 8 people that know how to check, that could run a register, and we're not all there on the same days. So, like I said, cool your jets, I don't know, drink some chamomile before you leave the house, take a chill pill, whatever it is you need to do. Because yelling at us is not going to work. I cannot, magically make more cashiers show up out of nowhere. It doesn't work that way. So, knock it off and just shut your pie hole, stand there where you're at, wait for your turn, and, we'll ring you up when we get to you. Then you can go home and you can shout it to the heavens for all I care. Just don't take it out on us. Don't expect miracles, because it's not going to happen. People like that just absolutely drive me insane, how they just think it's our fault because there's not enough people. I know there's not enough people. There hardly ever is. And you all show up at the same time, just before midnight or just after, all at once. And then you whine and cry and complain. There's only 2 cashiers. Tough. That's all there is, maybe. Maybe that's all they're scheduled for that day. Oh, I think this is what an aneurysm feels like. Well, that's enough of that. Let's try to get the first rant video somewhat short. Let's not try to have it go and last a good half hour like they all seem to go. And I've done my best to try to keep my videos, short, try to make them shorter. I originally had 10 things customers do, then I shortened it down to 5 things. Now I've shortened it down to just 1 thing, and more times than not, I cannot seem to keep it under 25, 30 minutes. But that's only because I don't script it. I just hit the little record button on the, Rory hits the little record button on the back of the camera, and I just go, and I stop when I stop. But, that's what, those of you that watch expect from me. Know that that's what I'm going to do, and that's the way I would prefer to do it. Like I said before, I don't have time to come up with some kind of script. I wouldn't have time to read it or memorize it, so it would just be a huge mess. So just, going full tilt forward, not knowing what I'm going to say or do until I'm actually doing it, is the way that it's going to be. So, anyways, with that in mind, that will be it for this week's video. So, thank you all so much for being here with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it made you smile. I hope it made you laugh. I hope it just made you forget your worries for just a little bit. If it did, then, that's what matters. That's why I do this. And even though it's my unboxing videos that get the most views, these rant videos on average get 20 or less. But yeah, I would love to have, much higher views. I would love to have many, many more subscribers. but that's not the main reason why I did this. I did this mostly to let off steam and, with the hopes that I would brighten some, at least one person's day. And I know I've had, I have a few people that watch my videos that tell me how much, they like it. And even if I was down to just one person, that, I made them smile, I made them laugh, I would keep doing this. Granted, like I said, my unboxings gain the most views. So, I mean, I'm grateful there, but I'm also grateful for those of you that watch these rant videos, whether it's just, 5, 10, 15, or just 20 of you. I'm thankful for each and every one of my viewers. And I will continue to do this as, long as I can. So, anyways, that's enough of that. So, like I said, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed the little embellishments or improvements that I've done to these videos. Granted, it's there's not going to be a whole lot of stuff because I just don't have the mind for it to come up with all this extra stuff to throw in here. And like I said, it's whatever it is that I come up with that I say, on the spot. So, as I'm going through this video, rewatching it and stuff, I'll probably say, hey, I could put something here, or hey, I can make this sound over here, or hey, I can make this pop up over here. It's just, added in. I have no idea. Granted, I would love to have really, really fancy videos like some of these other channels do, but, I'm just wanting to make it, as nice as I can, for you people out there. So that way it's less tedious or whatever, just so you're going to enjoy it more. So anyways, that will do it for this morning. So thank you again for being here with me. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Hope you enjoyed seeing Rory again, because you can see, obviously, he was happy to see all of you. So I guess he'll have to, he'll help me with the editing. Yeah. Got to have someone to help out with that sometimes. So, anyways, thank you for being here. I love you guys very much. And I hope you will all join me next Tuesday for another video. We will, have to wait and see what it's going to be. It shouldn't be another unboxing since I had, the last, 2 weeks in a row I had them. But at least it seems like that for some reason, Loot Anime is sending me 2 a month. They're not really supposed to. It's only supposed to be once a month. But hey, if I'm getting two boxings, then that's just more stuff that I can open and share with all of you. So, anyways, thank you once again for being here, and I hope you will all join me next week for a brand new video. So, I will see all of you then. Have a great day, have a great week, and I will see you all next time.